Tasmania show.
Tasmania show.
Tasmania show.
Tasmania show.
Tasmanian show.
Tasmanian show.
You already know what it is.
Oh yeah.
Wagwan gang, back in this thing, and if you really gang, bang that like button. If you like the vibe, subscribe. If you don't have good energy, please keep your ass inside. You're tuned into the Tasmania show with Taz Tikoon, brought to you by Tazzy's Baddies, and today I am talking about Harlem, New York very own, again, Jim Jones versus Cam. But today we celebrating the Knicks winning the NBA 2026 championship. So I can't start off, my bad, y'all, without even saying shout out to New York, man. Shout out to all my New York family, lived in Brooklyn. Shout out to my family from the Bronx, Soundview, Easy, all my friends, family, all of that. I just got to put that out there first and foremost. So seeing the Knicks win that game, shout out OG Anunoby, Jalen Brunson going crazy. It's big New York energy. So I said, why not just kick it off with some camaraderie, right? Because everybody's beefing pause. It's a glizzy gang. And the leader, no, I'm not gonna say the leader. Shout out to Let's Rap About It podcast. It is what it is. It's always some dipset shit that's going on. So Jim, Cam, I don't think they're ever gonna get along, but I wanted to start the episode off good because the Knicks won. But Jim recently had a statement on a podcast calling Cam out for a versus battle because he says because Cam didn't do the freestyle, that's the reason why he lost, period. I don't think there was a freestyle that Cam could have done that would have shit on what Jadakiss did. But before we even get into that, let's go back to what Jim Jones had to say on the Breakfast Club with Swiss Beats about what happened when the battle happened, the infamous battle happened with Dipset versus the Lox.
For the verses, everybody keep keying, but I wanted the bag. Mm-hmm. You heard? But we got the bag, but boy still went back door. Like, yo, for me to do the verses, you got to give me part of this business. That had nothing to do with us. Mm-hmm. You heard? But he would say, that's me being a businessman. Nah, that's you being a sucker doing backdoor shit. You heard? But nobody want to talk about that. I know.
We didn't know.
I ain't no backdoor ass nigga. You heard? I stand on 10 toes and I break bread with my niggas. Period. That's always who I've been. Do I not? You heard, it's never been an artist that took advantage of. You heard, I really put money in all of my artists' pockets that I deal with, and all my niggas, we get money together. I'm not one of them type of dudes, bro. You heard?
When you went to Cam about that, he said that, like, it's just me being a businessman?
No, Swiss told me. I had to tell Swiss I know what was going on, Jack. Call Swiss on the line, he'll tell you. I did bad, you know. Swiss my brother, zone. What's up, Zah? You heard? So I'm not talking about, I'm talking about actual factual.
How did you find out about it then?
Because I found out about a lot. You heard? That don't matter. What it matter?
Yeah, man. Jim, he's a Cancer. He's super passionate, man. It sucks because, like, one thing about Jim, shout out to Jim. He just dropped the album called The Landlord. Thank God that, you know, he wasn't kicked out of the building with the footage that was released and everything like that. But I think that if they join forces, it would probably be crazy. You know, whether it was Cam as the leader, Jewel's got the girls, and Jim had the fashion. They all brought different things to the table. And Jim, from loving hip hop to all these different things, he's been able to reinvent himself. And I do think that his emotions of whatever's going on in business, you know, I've heard so many different clips about them doing the verses, not doing the verses, other different deals and things like that. But you out here talking about, well, I talked to Swiss and he said this with the backdoor stuff. I do feel like, you know, you can't stop a man from saying whatever it is that he wants to say. If he feels like Jim Cam backdoored him, pause, then that's what he feels. But we're going to get into this clip of Cam on Talk with Flea with Sin City talking about his perspective, what goes down with the verses and the Lox and Dipset right now.
I will say about that, though, like, is like, I think that the nigga, first of all, I want to apologize to Jomo, yo. First, I want to apologize because he used to go to school on Saturdays, and I used to be like, get the fuck out of there, man. You come back here, and we trying to put this rap shit together, man. That's it, just worked every time. I worked with my damn mother. And I brought him into the life I wanted to lead. He was going to school. He probably have a great job, everything right now. But I was like, nah, we got to get this rap shit off the ground. So the life he lives now, I feel kind of responsible for it. And I don't know if it's a happy life or not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I feel like this whole shit is my fault. So I want to say sorry about that. I should have probably let him keep going to school on Saturdays when he was, because he was a smart kid, Cardinal Hayes. He's going to BMCC on Saturdays. I'm like, fuck school, nigga. Fuck this school shit you trying to do, nigga. We trying to put this rap shit together, man. Fuck all that. So I feel kind of responsible. But I think to answer your question, like real quick, right? My opinion is this, right? And I'm just going to say some things. I think that Jomo is really good at saying shit to rile people up. Not just people, you said your man, I know Chris too, Chris Ramon, you introduced me to him. I think he's really good at riling people up in the tri-state area about nonsense, and that the people he's talking to or about don't really give a fuck what he's talking about, to be totally honest with you. Just my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it was like last year, he said he had more #1 hits than Nas.
Right.
And niggas was like, yo, he might. Jim been out here working. That nigga working. Then you go check and you be like, what the fuck is niggas talking about? Nigga don't got no more #1 hits than Nas, nigga. Then the nigga should move the goalposts and be like, oh, nah, I meant the culture. I'm out here doing the culture. I'm shifting. I'm still working. That ain't what you said, nigga. You said you have more #1 hits than Nas. You moving the goalposts. So I think he's really excellent at getting his algorithm popping and saying shit like that and everything else. But as far as the verses, no, I'm not doing the verses, man. It just, to me, it didn't make sense to do it. But when I did see it, because people send it to me, like, I don't be seeing shit like, I still follow Jomo on the gram, but I don't really, he don't pop in my algorithm, so niggas be sending me shit. Sometimes I tell niggas, not just him, anything to be negative, sometimes I'll be like, yo, don't even be sending me shit. It don't even make sense. You know what I'm doing. You think I got time for this shit? It don't make sense. So when niggas sent it to me, they sent me a clip when he's like, yo, Cam made us lose the verses because he forgot his freestyle. And I'm like,
yeah, there was a lot. One thing I will say is just separating business from emotions. There's a lot of people that I have not been able to do business with because they're too fucking emotional. Like, seriously, it's like, yo, if your emotions fuck up my business, I'm gonna have to just keep going past you. So when he talks about different things, like keep the negativity away, it's like, yo, like, I do see that Jim has a lot to say, and I'm not saying that he doesn't feel. You can feel how you feel. That's not for me to speak about, but he does seem to, like, he takes the emotional approach, and like he did say, I thought it was like crazy when I heard the rumor, like, yo, you just saying some shit for shock value. And I feel like that's where we at right now. That's corny. Dame Dash saying he a CEO of Revolt. Jim Jones saying he got more #1s than Nas. Like, stop it, Five. Like, no, you don't. Like, but I get it, right? You want to say, but my thing is this, at what point do we have integrity? Because if you are a street nigga that's just making shit up to go viral about whatever, I agree with him. He's finding a way to bring himself up and put him amongst other different people in it. And again, going back to Cameron, not too much on Cam. Because Cam didn't do the freestyle. I don't think that anybody, he said he got booed. I don't think anybody wanted to hear what Cam had to say after that. But we're going to get into this clip right now of what Cam breaks down about the money and the business just not making any sense for him to do the verses.
Called Lovers and Friends. Right. Out here. And they booked all of us. But I was just in the zone like, yo, I don't want to do no more. So this was after verses. I'm like, no, I don't even. And that wasn't that I wasn't fucking with niggas. It was, the move for Dipset was shaky again. And nobody knew it publicly, but I was like, no, I don't want to do the show. Now, I don't know what them niggas negotiated. Because I negotiate for myself. But I negotiated $70,000 for me to do the Lovers and Friends. So he sent me my first half, $35,000. Cool. But then I'm like, I don't want to do this shit. I forget it. You know what I'm saying? So I called Lovers and Friends, the niggas who run it. I said, look, I don't want to do this show, bro. You know, you can let Jim, Zeke, and Jewels do the show without me. And they're like, Cam, no, we can't do that. No, we can't do it. I'm like, bro, please just do it. I want to fuck their money up. I don't want to fuck it up. They're like, no, well, could you come later on after they perform? Because Lovers and Friends like a festival. I'm like, I don't want to do that neither because then the fans are going to be confused. You're going to confuse the fans when you do shit like that. Well, could you come tomorrow? Because it's a two-day event. I'm like, nah, I'd just rather not come. They're like, well, we don't want nobody. And I'm like, listen, how about this? Y'all don't got to send no more money. The money y'all sent me, I'll give to Jim, Zeke, and Jewels. They can have that $35,000 busted down. And that way you're clear. Y'all don't got to come out your pocket no more. They're like, okay, cool. We don't got to spend no more money. Bet. I sent British out there to make sure they got their money. PT was there, Larry, you was there, and they seen British, and they was like, what is British doing here? And Cam ain't here, fuck is he doing at the show? British was there to make sure y'all got paid, because I paid y'all.
This is true.
I paid y'all.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
this is true.
This is why British came. So when niggas seen British, they're like, what he doing on stage? Cam ain't here, what he doing there? Because I took the money that was mine to make sure y'all still could do the show and that y'all still got paid, and that y'all ain't feel the way that I didn't come to the show like, yo, that nigga ain't even come to the show, he trying to fuck our money up. No, I came to make sure y'all got paid. I paid y'all that day. Lovers and Friends was done. It was a dub. But I took the money and say, let them bust that 35 down between them 3 niggas so y'all still can eat. So back to what you saying about being fair, that's the type of fair nigga I am. I could have been like, nigga, this is my 35. I don't want to fucking do the show. Oh, fucking well. That's them niggas' business. They don't.
It's business. It's business, nothing personal. The approach that I really enjoy about Cam specifically is he's breaking down the business of it. And the math, if the math ain't mathing, then it don't make sense. So it's like where some people can literally, like I have like over the last few years just realized like that when I really separated, like when it comes to me as a businesswoman, if it's my friends, if it's my family, I can literally separate the business and the personal. I'm not going to do anything to sabotage, but I know that when it comes to me, some people might feel some way personally about me and they'll try to fuck up my business. But shout out to all of y'all because no man can stop what God has planned. And my thing is this, like, yo, if you just want to be my friend and you want to keep your emotions over there, cool. But if you can't handle business, then we gonna fuck it up. And if you don't respect my business, then it lets me know. Then I take it a little bit disrespectfully. Just on a whole nother tip. So when we can separate the two, it's like, hey, it don't make sense. But we're gonna get back into the breakdown because yo, we gotta make sure that math is math.
To rent Madison Square Garden out with low security is $50,000. Like when we did that Kif freestyle commercial with me, Jomo, and Jewels.
Yeah.
You know, my man Ronnie from Kif rented out. He told me, he's like, you get this, he's in the arena where the Knicks play, not the little shit. $50,000 with low security.
Yeah.
So let's just use that price for the Apollo, right? I haven't been in the Apollo and priced out in a while. They've renovated it, actually. Let's just use $50,000, right, to rent the Apollo. Okay, $50,000, let's rent the Apollo. You want to do a versus? Cool. Let's say the average ticket price, let's do average ticket price, $75. The Apollo holds about, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1,500 seats in the Apollo. Or before, they're renovating now, I'm not sure. So it's 1,500 seats in the Apollo, right? You getting the calculator out?
I'm getting it.
Get the calculator out. I can do the math in my head.
Yeah, let me see.
All right.
So how that-
hold on. Don't say, man, I'm going to let them know.
All right.
So let's do a low number.
Yeah.
Let's say, no matter if I keep it at 75, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do the exact number.
All right, so 1,500 seats, and the average ticket price is $75. It's a little over 112,000. What's the exact number?
112,500.
112,500.
Yeah. Fuck is you talking about? They get mad at me because I'm a mathematician. So right there off the back, you up 60,000. You up 62,000 before it start, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Next thing you do, you go to streaming, right? You say, yo, let's hit Twitch up, let's hit TikTok up, let's hit Snapchat up, let's hit Facebook up. Me personally, because I got a relationship, I say Amazon Prime, let's go to Prime.
Right.
Prime is the niggas that did the pop-up for Kendrick Lamar. You see, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
We sit there and say, yo, look, we got this cultural thing, you know, da-da-da. And I'm giving a lowball number. I hit the nigga up, it came the best we could do. I'm giving lowball numbers, pause. Would $1 million work? I don't know, man. Look at the
So plus $1 million.
Huh?
Plus $1 million, plus 112,500.
I'm giving a lowball number. I'm saying, I'm telling you how the conversation work. They come to me $1 million. I'm like, we can't do 2. Let me get back to you.
It's always two sides to the story and the truth, and I think with Cam and Jim, I don't know, man, if we'll ever get a sit down. We never gonna see Dame and Jay-Z ever, but just hearing like perspective, and I ain't gonna lie, to me, it sounds like when I hear some of these stories that there's some emotions and there's some details that are missing in it where you're like, yo, he tried to backdoor me. Like you think that he's trying to not look out for you when he's literally like, yo, I made sure, like to hear the Lock speak about Cam getting the business right. It's like, what would him cutting you out of the business actually do? Like, I don't know, as I hear a little bit more about it, it seems like there's just been a lot of miscommunication. But before we get up out of here, we're going to get into another clip of Cam just talking about an opportunity when he got an opportunity to get some money for Dipset and where he was going to turn it down, but then make sure Dipset still got paid.
So now we'll stream it for 1.3. Now I'll go to my partners. Yo, I ain't gonna tell you I ain't gonna tell who I work with. Right. Yo, go get me Target. Go get me McDonald's. Go get me fucking Pepsi. Go get me Kentucky Fried Chicken. Go get me this. 50,000, 60,000, 200,000, 500,000. That should be looking like a commercial up there. We'll get another 1.5 million in sponsorship.
Yeah.
So now we looking at over $3 million before it starts. You want to call Swiss to give you $12,000? Yeah, we're gonna do it for the culture. Yeah, no, it ain't about the money, it's the culture. Listen, man, I love the culture and all that shit, but my value is my value, nigga. And at the end of the day, when you've been doing this shit this long, culture always matters. But we gonna get paid. We gonna get paid. So a nigga would sit there and a real number, I know he would have did. Swiss say, yo, the best we could do is 25. That's what niggas took before, was ready to take before I fucking had to negotiate more bread. It's the Apollo, fuck it. 25. I already just told you, and I'm giving you lowball numbers. How niggas grab 3 million? But no, call Swiss to go to Harlem to 125th Street. So I threw my phone. I just threw the shit. When is niggas gonna get it? Are they ever gonna get it? I don't know if niggas ever gonna get it. Then you know what happened? Nigga Cam got 1.2, he a sucker, he robbing niggas. Yo, nigga Swiss gonna give him 1.2 and give me 50,000. Yo, everybody's a sucker. No, man, it's not emotional with me. Niggas be typing out emotions. Nigga, just sit back and think for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, I know Jadakiss and them gave you a lot of props on the Breakfast Club. I thought when they were like, "Yo, Cam made it right for everybody." Yeah. Like they were very he was very straightforward.
That's my niggas, bro.
Yeah,
listen, them is my brothers. I thought we was gonna do a tour after it and everything else, and that's my plan. When I fuck with you, I want to try and make sure everybody get the most. Like I said, niggas offering 25,000. I'm telling nigga, what you talking about? Everybody gotta get at least $100 minimum. You know what I'm saying? So I try to make everything else. When you talking about fair with niggas, right? I'm gonna tell you something else, because Larry, you was there. MPT, you was there now.
Like I said, it's always two sides to the story and there's the truth. But when I hear that, like, just in business and hearing that, like, yo, y'all tripping about the guy British, but he gave the 35,000 turned down lovers and friends. It's like, you personalizing why someone's there, not knowing that that person was there to make sure you got paid. And my thing is just like, yo, what if it was just misunderstanding from Jim and Cam? And sometimes people feel entitled to you, right? Like, what is it, the line from Nipsey Hussle? A circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Everybody can't grow. You got to know the difference between soil and dirt. My thing is that if you try to put some seeds into dirt, it's not going to grow. You put dead bodies in dirt. You put fruit and seeds in soil. And sometimes you might have to grow away from somebody to grow back together. And sometimes it's like, yo, you just not speaking that same language. And maybe it was a season when they was getting money and stuff. But it's like, if everything becomes so personal, I can't do business with you. Literally, what if that was the whole thing? Cam is like, yo, Jim, I fuck with you. We have a personal relationship. I'm trying to do business with you, but you keep taking shit personally. Even in the 4 Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz, one of my favorite books, to say don't take anything personally. Like, seriously, like, just separate the two. And unfortunately, I've had all types of shit held up because people take things personally. It could be a song, it could be an album cover, it could be a music video, it could be a logo, it could be some t-shirts. Like, people always take shit personally with me. But me, I'm a businesswoman. I'm a tycoon, Tasmania show. And I ain't got no feelings in this shit. I don't. So for anybody that's watching this shit, if you feel a way, you can press the like button and show me how you really feel. Or press the heart button or put something in the comments, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like it could be just things being misconstrued for real. It's always two sides to the story and the truth. But I don't know, hearing the back and forth, it makes me feel like, yo, it sounds like it might just be a misunderstanding. I don't know if we're going to get a Dipset reunion, but it would be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I'm just praying if we can get Mason, Cam, and there's all different types of shit. I don't see why Jim and Cam can't. But I don't know. I want to know what y'all think in the comments. And the Knicks won. So first and foremost, if the Knicks won, can we bring Harlem back together? The Harlem Globetrotters. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. If y'all hype about the Knicks winning, I don't give a fuck if you are or not, because I'm hype. And I need my D-Rose jersey because D-Rose is my favorite player. I need my Melo jersey. I'm so fucking hype, just on a different tip. But I don't know if that could bring the Knicks back together, Harlem back together. They got the Harlem Dipset Knicks. I don't know. We'll see. But if you really gang banging Dipset Santana's Town. But if you really gang bang that like button. And if you like the vibe, subscribe. If you don't have good energy, keep your ass inside. You tune into the Tasmania Show with Taz Tikoon, brought to you by Tazzy's Baddies. Let's go.
Tikoon running up the score, Tazzy's Baddies on the floor. And that ass is super fatty, call me Zaddy, throw some more. Super nasty, she a savage, slaughter fucker like a whore. Popping bottles, foreign models, Tikoon on the world tour. Shorty, what you bad for? Turn this to a hit-a-thon. Damn, all your bitches bad, tell them they can come along.